We are talking about SPRT. SPRT, also known as Support.com Inc., is another one of these stocks which has seen a very big rise over today and over the past 2 or 3 days. It is also another stock which people do oftentimes see as a short squeeze stock. Again, we're talking about that tonight. I have been asked by many people to do a technical analysis on that, so that is what we are doing in this video very briefly. And obviously looking at the short data that we have from Ortex over on Twitter. Please do bear in mind though that this is only my personal opinion and definitely not financial advice, but if you may enjoy it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. But yes, do your own research before investing in this company or any other, or making any sorts of decisions or conclusions at all. But first things first, we'll actually have a look at how the price has been moving in a very basic chart in the past 5 or so days. If you'd have bought into the stock back on last Tuesday, you would have bought in at a very cheap price and you would have made profits up to 185%. Now, if you'd have bought this stock on last Tuesday and sold out at the highs, you'd have made profits of 340%. So really you can see how much this share price has increased by. Again, last Tuesday we were on a price of about $11, coming up to where we are right now on about $35. So really a big increase has happened in the past week. And once again, it all started really between the 26th and 27th, in my personal opinion, when we look over here. So yeah, 26th, big momentum building. Obviously the 27th, which was the Friday, I do believe, saw a big rise, and that continued for the rest of the day. And into Monday, we have seen a bit of a decrease, but yeah, from this dip that we saw on Friday, we had a very bullish morning based off that, even though we did see a bit of a decrease on Friday into Monday. But yes, we definitely did have some good post hours, if not pre hours today, which did bring us up to a very nice level. So we're finishing off today, coming up towards the end, on a price of about a $34 range, which really is okay in my opinion. Again, you can see how it has been moving today, pretty flat. I would call that a very decent consolidation in my personal opinion. We'll speak about this more when we look on the technical analysis side of this stock. When we go over to Ortex on Twitter, we can see some very good signs when it comes to longs on this stock. We can see, if we scroll down far enough, 6 hours ago, short interest update for SPRT saw a short interest estimate of about 72.75% of free float and utilization at 95.62%. So really it shows that there is still a very high short interest in this stock, and I think that is a good thing for people who do see this as a short squeeze play. Now obviously a short squeeze play, the actual short interest is not necessarily the biggest factor. Alongside that, I think that we do need to have the interest from investors who want to go long on the stock to make a short squeeze actually happen. So if the interest does remain there, if people do not get tired and bored of the stock, who knows, we could definitely see this being a bigger short squeeze play in the future. Now obviously from a price action standpoint, if we want to look for a short squeeze, we want the price to be pushing up higher and higher and higher as time does go on, as you guys will probably understand by now. And again, that is something that we have seen in the past 2 or 3 days. Now let's move on to the technical analysis side and have a look at what we have been seeing. Overall, the SPRT stock for today is seeing a moving average figure of 32.92, and that is slightly below where we are right now. Now the reason for that is because we have had a big push up towards the end of the day, as you can see, and subsequently this lagging indicator is not really up to where we are right now. Now the RSI figure down here is at 77, coming down to 76 now. So you can see that was pretty okay, that's pretty neutral, but because we have had that big push up most recently, it is coming back up to the overbought side. Again, I do expect that to cool off going into tomorrow, so I don't see it as too big of a deal at all. But we are seeing a big push up towards the end of the day for those of you who do see that as significant. Now when we look over to a few of the other indicators, we can see the MACD trend is becoming very bullish because we have seen that big push up, and that is just what we are seeing on the 1 day. Now the past 5 days gives us a more inclusive picture, which sees the share price actually slightly higher than the moving average figure. So we can see that the share price right now is about $36. Again, according to this, with a bit of fluctuation, we can see that the moving average tab is slightly below that at the moment, which is completely fine. We can see the RSI figure down here at 61. Bear in mind guys, 50 is neutral. 61, yes, it's coming more towards the overbought side, and that is due to this push up that we have had most recently. But again, I don't think it matters too much at all. So going forwards into tomorrow, what I would like to see for this stock is, yes, I would like to see a big push up. Ultimately, if we can break past this level that we have been seeing for the majority of the day, that would be really nice. So ultimately, I think that we would be looking for a break past here. Now this level, I would say, is the high 36s going into the 37s, the early 37s to mid 37s. So ultimately, a break past 37.50, in my personal opinion, is what I would love to see push up to tomorrow. Again, past that, I would be looking for a slightly higher one coming up to 40, as we have seen a bit of resistance from touching that today. But again, that is just looking on the technical side. So push past 40 tomorrow would be fantastic. A push past 36, 37 would be good as well. Obviously, I think that these things do unfold in a more long-term period. We're talking a few days rather than one. So the day-to-day, whilst it is crucial, is not necessarily indicative of what is coming next. So if we see a bit of a sell-off tomorrow, I don't see it as too significant at all. Again, depending on how steep and stark it is. So ultimately, I think if the interest does remain there, yes, we do have the potential to see this as another short squeeze play. Tell me your opinions down below. I do want to hear them. I think things are looking good for the setup that we do have here. Again, if that does continue, if we have people continuing to be interested and continuing to buy, I think things could be looking good for this stock. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further, we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks, including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.